It is Wausau East Merrill co-op team taking on the host Wausau West Warriors, as the Warriors in their home white with helmets, blue pants, the Blue Jacks of East Merrill in the dark uniforms. Coming in west, number 2 in the state in one poll, number 6 in another. They are 11-5 with a tie overall, but they have played the toughest competition in the state of Wisconsin. That's why the coaches put them there at number 2 despite 5 losses. They've lost 2 to Eau Claire, they've lost to Hudson, they've lost to University City. They have really played a tough schedule. East Merrill 1-4 in the conference, 5 out of 6 in the teams, and 2-12 overall. With the Wausau expert on prep hockey, Steve Miller, I'm George Hirsch, and we're just about set to go. Steve.
George, thank you for that introduction. You talked about West, and they are having a terrific season. And I talked with a member of the coaching staff before the game. He is pleased with what's going on as a team. They have good team quickness. They have good team cohesiveness. And the thing that he wanted to impart to his players tonight is let's not look past East Merrill, because it's one period at a time. So we're underway with West controlling the play in the Merrill East end.
Okay, well, West would have to be a heavy favorite. Here's a rebound shot, another shot, a couple saves for the goalie for East. And that would be Caleb McCorkle. His averaged 85% saves on the season. And the other end, it is Nick Honor, his percentage at 88. Couple of West Warriors among the Valley's top scorers, Mark Sipple and Cade Lemmer, who are part of this first line out here. Here's a rebound save. Nice job by McCorkle on that one. So already 4 shots on goal for the Warriors, and they've kept it down in their offensive end. Here's a cross-range pass, bounces back, and it's going to be an icing call.
An icing against the Blue Jacks. That's about all they could do. They were having a difficult time breaking the puck out of their zone. And the best thing is to clear the zone and get a change. They don't necessarily want to get the icing, but they did get a change. However, the puck is back in their end to the left of McCorkle.
Max Geiger and James Paulicki now in for East Merrill. On the faceoff, this is Geiger. And it goes back to the blue line, and right away on the attack, dumping it down in the corner for West is Ty Bailey. Goes around the horn of the far side along the board, and over to retrieve it is Max Zingler. West has their second line out there right now, as we have played in about 2.5 minutes of the contest. Here's a shot, nice defensive play that time by Max Geiger of the Blue Jacks, and they send it down. Back to retrieve for West, Cade Lemmer, and number 26, the defenseman Sam Sipple. Now they send it right up the middle, and they've got a 2-on-2, and the shot goes wide left of the net, pulled back out of there by number 17, Ian Raditz of the Blue Jacks. The Blue Jacks wins this year over Lakeland non-conference and Marshfield in the Valley competition. West's one loss in the Valley was to Stevens Point. The Panthers are 6-1 in the Valley. West is 5-1. They will play another time before the regular season ends. And that's when you're going to see some really good hockey.
Now we saw them early in the year, and that was quite a game that the Warriors played against Spash, the overtime win. But Spash has had a great season, as have the Warriors.
And DC Everest is up in the top 15 in the state now as well. They are at number 13. They're having a good year. West on the attack. Now they set it up in the crease. And it goes over the net, back around the corner. Right now, another shot. Oh, this one came off, looked like the pipe. And now it's cleared out of there. Turnaround shot, goal. That quickly. The goal was number 20, Ben Langlois, the senior forward. Langlois with a goal for West.
So at 13:56, Warriors are on the board. It's Wausau West 1, the Blue Jacks 0. We're going to try to hear and get for you the official scoring. We do have a microphone at the scorer's table, and we hope that we can pull that for you. If not, we will get it between periods.
Well, we know it was Langlois. We had a good view on that part of it. Both teams full strength. Neither team with a penalty here in the early going. Here's a shot down to the board on the left side, and Blue Jacks cleared out off the board, neutral zone. Now back in the neutral zone again by Ben Harsh, one of the first line for the Blue Jacks. And Harsh sends it down, and the goalie has to deal with it. Of course, no icing on that. Back to retrieve for West. Max Teckel. One of the Teckel brothers on the ice. And they get in the attacking zone, and here they have a pass in front and a save for McCorkle. Now they swing it around, go off to the side, and set it up again. Now they go right out in front of the crease, and McCorkle again with a save. He's been a busy boy this first 4 minutes.
Plenty of pressure on McCorkle already, George, and he has made some excellent saves.
Well, there's a glove save.
Good glove save for stoppage of play.
His percentage, 84, is not bad.
He's seen a lot of rubber this year, and he's going to see a lot tonight. But so far, he's been up to the task. And, there's an upside and a downside to the number of shots that you're seeing. When you see a lot of shots, you will improve as a goaltender. But then it's a question as to why you're seeing so many shots.
Yeah, that's for sure.
It's a matter of the competition, but he's done a great job so far.
Well, this game here, the Kulhman Cup, it's been a while since West has lost out to either East or now in the last couple of years this co-op, East Merrill co-op that we have. Turnaround, shot, McCorkle save.
And he holds on. Good play, good save.
Yep.
Got the glove on the top of it. The referee was right there to make the call. As soon as the referee loses sight of the puck, or if the puck is covered, it's a stoppage.
Jake Bailey was right there to try to rebound it, but he put it right in the stomach. Didn't have a place to put it. On the face-off, round far side, and the Blue Jacks just trying to clear it out, and they do. Back to retrieve for West. Frank DeVorney, cross-rink pass, blue line, Max Zingler. Zingler off the side of the net, down behind. Over to retrieve in the near corner for the Blue Jacks, and sending it up all the way down for icing was number 15, Joseph Boutain.
Well, the Warriors will regroup here, get a line change. I would imagine the Warriors will play 3 lines, and depending upon how things are going, they will be playing 4. It looks like the Blue Jacks are playing 3 as much as possible.
Well, the Blue Jacks basically have 3 lines on the roster. They do not have a JV team per se, as their total roster is 26 players. This one off the glove and into the crowd, off the glove of the goalie.
So the puck is out of play. It brings up another face-off. We're looking for a change here for the Blue Jacks, make the line change. Warriors keep that same line out there.
Well, 21's coming on. Brendan Harsh.
All right, so you got Ben Langlois as a center for this line for the Warriors.
Yeah, and he had a different lineup starting, Coach Brandt here tonight, than we saw earlier this year. There's a slap shot taken from inside the blue line that was by Sam Sipple. Sam, his brother Mark, one of the leading scorers in the Valley with 25 points, as we mentioned earlier. Leading scorer for East Merrill, James Paulicki with 10. Christian Matson has 9. Okay, Blue Jacks sending it around near side. Picked up here right in front of us by Frank DeVorney. DeVorney on the skates. Looks inside, goes all the way around the net, goes back out to the slot. And now it's dumped down. Back to retrieve for West. Jacob Sabula. He's also part of that first line here tonight for West. Nice leave pass and a shot I don't know if that went off the pad of the goalie or what, but
excellent puck movement by the Warriors.
Yeah,
You got
they
the
really
goal
did.
there by Sipple, and it appeared that the assist went to Lemmer, but good puck movement by the Warriors gives us Warriors 2, the Blue Jacks 0 with 10:27 left in the first period. You're probably not going to see better tape-to-tape passing than you'll see from this Warriors team tonight, George. They are spot on, and that puck moves, and they use this whole ice surface.
well, on the face-off, quickly West on the attack. And here's a nice pass out in front of the crease. And McCorkle handles, so now they retrieve and go back out to the point. Now they go all the way across to the near side and reset with John Prokop in this line. This is the third line already for Wausau West on the ice. Partially, I should say, because the defensemen are still out there and they started. Jacob Sabula and Frank DeVorney. But the Wings, third set. On a move and a shot off the pad of the goalie out in front, flipped away by his teammate. Cleared back out, a slap shot again, this time off a defenseman's skate. A nice slap shot by Cade Lemmer. Lemmer and Mark Sipple, leading scorers on this Warrior team. And they average over 4 goals a game, giving up just over 2. But they have played the best competition in the state, really. Now the Blue Jacks dump it off the board, and it goes all the way around to the far side. Back to retrieve Max Teckel, defenseman. And he gets it up to Max Zingler. Now on the attack, off the board, Ty Bailey goes into the glass. A nice forecheck there.
Good hustle by Bailey into the zone, but he got taken out of the play. But the Warriors still control the puck.
This one goes through the legs of Bailey. It goes all the way down the ice. Picked up there by teammate Max Zingler. And the Blue Jacks offside.
So a stoppage of play with 8:13 left in the first period. Warriors 2, Blue Jacks 0. They need to get in the zone and move that puck around, at least get a shot on goal, make the goaltender for the Warriors think a little bit. There hasn't been much action down there for Honor, but it's a matter of a center ice face-off now.
And on the face-off, it's back, controlled by West, back in their defensive zone. Frank DeVorney, cross rink, now to the center, up the middle, Ty Bailey, near side return pass. Oh, and what a save by McCorkle.
Beautiful backhand
Wow.
shot, 2 for the corner.
Yeah.
McCorkle just got a piece of it as it went by.
There's a shot all the way to McCorkle from the slot. Oh.
That puck had eyes, George. It found its way through a crowd. McCorkle made another great save.
You know what? He could be all conference.
Well, you know what? It's like we said at the beginning of the game. He's seen a lot of pucks so far.
Wow, I guess
and he will continue to see more all night tonight. There's just no question.
Well, they've got 2 goals against him, but I'll bet you they have. I'm going to say unofficially between 15 and 20 shots on goal.
And I've not been paying attention to shots on goal. We'll get that after the first period.
Yeah, but it's been busy. Now skating with it for West is Carson Marcourt. Part of their, well, actually right now they've got a good part of their third line out there. Dane Hagedorn, number 16, is on the ice. Finally, East Merrill was able to get it out of the zone, but right back they come. Frank DeVorney. Dave Hagedorn's number 16. Number 20. Back, Ben Langlois. Battle for the puck on the, right out in front, off the stick. Back in front again. Dump back, picked off out of the air, and an offside, I believe.
Offside on the Warriors.
Yep.
They're still aggressive on the forecheck. They're into the corners for the pucks. They moved the puck well. Dane Hagedorn had a couple opportunities in there, but just good hustle all the way around. Now we're seeing another line change here. We got the Langlois brothers, but this is Lucas now taking the draw for the Warriors.
Yeah, Lucas is the freshman skater. We have Grandma down there watching.
Well, and I'll tell you what, we talked about this during the Marathon Cup, but it's fun for me to see what I call the second generation. So the Langlois boys' father, Jeff, was a player for us at Wausau West in the 80s. And as a matter of fact, I had a chance to talk with Jeff tonight and with Jimmy Hannes, two of our players who both now have sons playing here at West. And so that's just special to think about that history, and the families continue to come back and play hockey at Wausau West.
Nice save there by McCorkle. Face off in the East Merrill defensive zone. West able to keep it in on the attack. Skating around far side, trying to clear it out. Ivan DeBrew, one of the 4 seniors on the squad for East Merrill. Defenseman played a little catch back out near the blue line. It's finally intercepted and dumped in by the Blue Jacks. This is their first time, I think, in this situation. And a whiff on the puck. And now back skating and trying to set it up again, the Blue Jacks. There's a shot to the right of the net, off the board in the back, picked out of there by West, and back out on top they go to Frank DeVorney. His shot goes off to the left side of the net as well. And now the Blue Jacks in the neutral zone. They pick it up. Cross-swing pass here, battle off the boards, controlled. Back pass, Ben Brimacami, I shouldn't say Brimacami, Brandon Harsh for the Blue Jacks. Blue Jacks just trying to clear it out. From their own zone, it's an intercepted pass and a missed shot. Still controlled.
Blue Jacks defenders are just doing all they can to keep the Warriors at bay, George.
They're just sitting back and waiting, and you know, the Mark Sipple's out there right now. His pass goes across to the far side and all the way around the back. Blue Jacks trying to use the board to get it out, trying to stay out of the middle with it as much as they can. But West is, you know, they're faced, right in front. Well, the puck is out at the point. Kept in by DeVorney. Now in a battle for the puck, Cade Lemmer. Lemmer has it. Back out. Shot off the pads. Cleared out by East Merrill. Goalie needs to handle it, so it's not an icing. Back to retrieve for West. Jacob Sabula, the defenseman. He now comes off the ice as a single change, now a double for West. Oh, nice pickup off out of the air by Max Teckel.
Teckel left his skates to pull that one out of the air.
Yeah, that was perfect timing on his part. Not always that easy to do. Blue Jacks, board, near side. Back to retrieve for West. Dane Hagedorn. Number 26 is Sam Sipple. They get back out, cross pass in front of the crease, and back out to Sipple. On the board on the backside. We're down to 3 minutes left here in this first period, and it's 2-0 right now. West on top. Max Teckel with it. Out in front, cleared out. Dropped back down by Sam Sipple. Sent up on the near side board.
And we have an offside.
You know what? We haven't had a penalty.
Haven't had a penalty, and we haven't had many stoppages in play. The Warriors have really controlled the puck throughout this whole first period, almost to the point of moving the puck without even going to the net with it. So waiting for that perfect shot maybe, but nevertheless, we have just under 3 minutes remaining in the first.
On the face-off, West has it, takes a shot, glove save for McCorkle. That time, number 20 for West, Ben Langlois, decided to let loose, and McCorkle had it sighted.
McCorkle's made a lot of good saves tonight. Some good glove saves, some good pad saves, and the Warriors are snipers.
Well, they backhand pass behind the net. Blue Jacks in their dark uniforms just basically spending most of this first period trying to clear it out. They've given up 2 goals.
Big pad save again by McCorkle with a rocket of a shot.
Right on front. Now, retrieving it for the Blue Jacks is Adam Diedick, one of their seniors. Dumped in by Blake Radatz, but it's intercepted by the Warriors, Ben Langlois. He's been busy on the ice here in this line. They've been on the ice for a while. They backtrack, back skating, now over near side to Langlois, number 20. Here's a shot, and
goal by DeVorny.
Yeah, DeVorny
unassisted. Just over the shoulder of McCorkle. He caught the upper corner, and that I had just talked about the Warriors being snipers. That goal by DeVorny is a big league goal right over the shoulder of McCorkle, and the way it looks to me, it's unassisted by DeVorny. That was just a bullet, George, and that puts the Warriors up 3-0 with 1:44 left in the first period.
And you know, as you said, that was really a nice goal because that was a tough spot to put it, up in that corner.
Well, and if he works the corners in practice, that's exactly what he's worked on.
Yeah. No, nothing much McCorkle could do with it.
Well, and they did give an assist on that one to number 3, Carson Marquardt. So the goal by DeVorny with the assist to Marquardt. Warriors 3, Blue Jacks 0.
And the Warriors on the attack after the faceoff, after the goal. And we're down to about a minute. Coming up here, the voice PA announcer will come out with it any second. Aha, there you go.
There it is. Kurt Keene has been the voice of the Warriors for as many years as I can remember. Prior to that, he was with the West Hockey program as a high schooler and has stayed around all these years to help out. So Kurt Keene, the voice of the Warriors. The public address announcer. I don't know if he's the voice, but he's the PA guy. So
okay, we got it. We got it.
I want to give Kurt credit because he's given a lot of time. Oh, he got
goal?
another goal.
Yeah, McCorkle lost sight of that one because there
was
a teammate in front.
Bit of a crowd. He was screened. Prokop takes the shot and it goes in.
So we've had Langlois to Sam Sipple, DeVorny, and now Prokop. 4 goals for the Warriors as the first period winds down, 25 seconds left. And West not laying back. They're putting on some more pressure and getting it out to the last second shot, another goal. Another goal. And that's with 10 seconds left.
Those are backbreakers. Those last 2 goals are really tough just because under 2 minutes or 2 minutes into any period, those are just hard mentally for you to come out from under. And now it's the floodgates have opened. And folks, we're going to get a recap on the scoring. We still have a hard time hearing up here, but so it's the end of the first period. Kulhman Cup 2018, Warriors 5, Blue Jacks 0.
And we'll be set with period 2, starting with the stats for the first, coming up next. We are back here set for period number 2 for the Kulhman Cup, which has been around annual competition East and West now, East Merrill and West for a number of years. After one period, it is West leading Merrill by a score of 5-0. Shots on goal tell the story, not just the scoreboard. 36 for West, 2 shots on goal for East, and both of those were clearing. So, Steve, you're back. How about the scoring recap?
Well, the recap is a bit lengthy with 5 goals in that first period. So the first goal was scored by Ben Langlois unassisted. Goal number 2 for the Warriors scored by Mark Sipple, assists going to Cade Lemmer and Jacob Sabula. The third goal for the Warriors scored by Frank DeVorney with the assist to Carson Marquardt. Then the fourth goal scored by number 13, John Prokop, the assist to number 6, Cade Lemmer and Mark Sipple. And then the fifth goal of the period was scored by number 5, Jacob Sabula, with the assist to number 7, Max Zingler. And the other assist to Ty Bailey. So saves in the first period for East Merrill.
Shot
31.
Off the stick as West is, maintained possession and in charge, in control. There's another pass that just got by the teammate Caden Lemmer. Lemmer and Mark Sipple now, each with a goal here tonight to add to their 25 co-leaders for the team. And with 5 goals in 17 minutes, period number 2, we're in a minute and a half. And West in the neutral zone now, bringing it down. A couple little changes in the line. For example, Max Zingler, the senior, comes on the ice for West. And they take a shot from the point. And another one. The defenseman doing a nice job for the Blue Jacks. And another shot, this one off the defenseman's pads. And again, they just set it up. Like Steve said before, passing is their game. And this one goes off the skate and out of play.
The puck movement, again, at the beginning of the second period is evident, George. The Warriors are moving the puck. The Blue Jacks are a little bit disorganized and really haven't had an opportunity to break the puck out of the zone because the Warriors have control of the play. And that's a frustration factor for the Blue Jacks at this point in the game.
Well, West, as you take a look at them now, they're passing it around the perimeter or outside, and then they'll take their shot when it comes up. Here's the one off
Just
of
like
McCorkle.
You just called it. That's exactly what's happening. They work the perimeter, D-to-D pass, they work it down along the short boards and then put it to the net. So that puck's dumped in. We haven't seen many of those where the puck has been dumped into the zone.
Well, cross ring pass far side. Grabbed by DeVorney. He's got one of their 5 goals. And
stoppage of play. The puck got a play.
Right.
So we've got a face-off. Line changes for both teams with 14:01 left in the second period. Warriors 5, Blue Jacks 0 in the 19th edition, I think, of the Kulhman Cup. We're going to do some math on that because I was informed it's the 19th. But I'm going to play mathematician here, and I think we're going to find it's the 35th because I believe the Kulhman Cup started in 1982. So my source may be a little confused. So this would
probably
be
a little younger than you.
This would be then, if it's 2018, this would be the 36th Kulhman Cup.
Yeah. With
the Warriors winning most of those. I think East has won a couple of times, and then there was a tie in there in the 2000s.
This is the second year that East and Merrill is a co-op.
Correct.
And that really has changed a little bit of that rivalry situation too, Steve. And they don't have the players that West does.
Years ago, back in the 80s when I was with the Warrior program, we would always tell our players that this is just like the log is to football. Regardless of what the records of the teams were, we would be in for a great hockey game. Tonight's a little bit different because of the strength of the Warriors team. But nevertheless, it's great for our community. It's in honor of longtime hockey supporter Buff Kulhman, who unfortunately is no longer with us, but he was a fixture here in Wausau in the early days of hockey. And so in honor of Buff Kulhman, this game is played each year toward the end of the season between the two city teams. And so right now, Warriors continue to control the play. We got a break here by East Merrill.
Well, they tried the. There was a breakaway to the right side, but the trailer was too late. He had no place to give it up or do anything with it. But they did, you know. Well, we've still no penalties. We played 5 minutes of the second period. We still don't have a penalty. And neither team has scored here in the second period yet. Right now for West, it's Carson Marquardt. He goes down. And the Blue Jacks actually have a 3-on-3 on the attack. Back to retrieve for the Blue Jacks. Ivan DeBrew, one of their seniors. Puck now controlled again by the Warriors as McCorkle in the nets for the Blue Jacks. And here they come on the transition. Right to left now. West dumps it back down again. They can't get it past that blue line. West Mark Sipple in there. Skating around. Pass goes by Ty Bailey as he cut across the crease. Blue Jacks out to the blue line. Neutral zone. Back skating. Setting it up for West. Austin Federici, a junior. Federici. There's number 19. Right in the middle of the action. Number 11, Ty Bailey. Sam Sipple. This is Federici. Leaves for a teammate, nobody there. Now over to get it is Ty Bailey. And they go around behind the net to the far side. Send it up to the near side slot. Jacob Sabula. Right in front, off the goalie. Another save, another shot on goal. And now the Blue Jacks dump it out and an icing call.
We talked earlier about the brother combinations or the family combinations, and the Sipple brothers have had a really, really good year this year. Their dad, Doug, was an outstanding goaltender for Fond du Lac Springs High School back in the day when the Springs program was one of the finest programs in the state. Doug was a lights-out goalie and has given a lot back to our community in terms of working with goalies and giving back to the community. And his sons have turned out to be an excellent product of Marathon County youth hockey, as have all of these kids, the Warrior players and the East High players as well.
Well, West still controls the puck. Number 5 is Jacob Sabula. And back to retrieve Colin Marquardt. You know, we would love to say the East Merrill players' names more, Steve, but West has control of the puck, and it's like basketball. You only mention the defensive players when they make a nice play.
Right, exactly, and
and they just don't have it.
Unfortunately tonight,
possession.
The Blue Jacks are outmanned. They're being outskated. They don't have the same depth, and unfortunately, they're having a tough time against this just incredibly powerful Warriors team.
Well, West, there's a stick save out of play.
Up against the net. You know, you mentioned it earlier, George. The fact that there have been no penalties in this game is just saying a lot about sportsmanship. It could very easily get out of hand, but the players are disciplined. They're playing the very best that they can, going both directions, and so that's a credit to both players and the coaching staffs to keep this thing under control.
I think the coaches have to give them credit there, Steve, because you know the players will take their cue kind of.
Exactly.
You know,
so many times the players mirror what's going on behind the bench.
Oh yeah.
You've got a veteran coaching staff for the Warriors, and you've got a veteran coach in Bill Hausworth and his assistant Greg Levinsky. They've been around. Greg played in Duluth. He's a product of Minnesota hockey, and Bill is from the Upper Peninsula.
Yep.
So they've been around for a while, and they know how this all works. But for the Merrill East program, great to see the co-op be put in last year to save programs at 2 high schools.
Well, on the face-off now, all the way down the left side, and the puck actually crossed the crease. Slap shot by James Paulicki, the leading scorer. Yeah,
Great rush by Paulicki.
He needed help again. You can't come down by yourself unless you're on a breakaway and get a good shot off. Paulicki has some speed.
Well, and there was a lack of a back check on the Warriors' part, but credit to James for taking the puck all the way down the boards and getting a shot off.
Yeah, and there's a save by McCorkle.
So with exactly 8 minutes left in the second period, the Wausau West Warriors lead 5-0 over the Merrill East Blue Jacks.
And neither team has scored in the second period. And they scored 2 goals in the last 2 minutes of the first period, which gave them that cushion, they being the Warriors. Here's a shot off the skate of a teammate for West. And now the Blue Jacks have it. Across the blue line, and that's about as far as they can get it. It was taken away from Reed Hojan, part of that first line for East Merrill. Now, East Merrill, Hojan, for example, is a Merrill student. Phil Pacey, who's a starter, is an East student. Max Geiger's an East student. Ivan DeBrew, Adam Dieter are Merrill students, so you've got a true co-op there.
Right,
it's about 50-50. And there's a goal. Number 25, I think. Now, that's why the crowd is enjoying this, Steve. That's Noah Amsrud, a senior, with maybe his first goal. I don't know. But he's a senior, and he's on that third line, maybe fourth line. And there's a save by McCorkle again. I think that's why the crowd gave more noise approval than normal, is because they appreciate that he scored a goal. It's happy for him.
That was Amsrud scores.
Right.
And we're going to get those assists for you between periods. The PA system is just not cooperating. Either that or we're not cooperating with the PA system. But Amsrud gets the goal, puts the Warriors up 6-0. We're under 8 minutes, we're coming up on 6 minutes.
In period number 2. That's the first goal of period 2. And the West, they open it up with a goal early. Their first goal occurred at the 13:56 mark, so like 3 minutes, 4 seconds in, they had one on the board. There's an icing on East Merrill.
All right, the thing that we failed to mention, George, is that it is the second period, and with a 6-goal lead, we have running time. So with that 6th goal by the Warriors and a 6-goal lead, the rules say that it's running time. So the clock will run, except with the possibility of a couple stoppages of play. But right now, we do have a running clock, and we're under 5:30 in the second.
Okay.
And the clock will continue to run with the 6-goal lead, unless there would be a change in scoring by Merrill East.
Nice defensive play by one of the Blue Jacks. And now, again with it, this is James Paulicki. Nice pass. Colin Marcourt, slap shot, wide. right, back out to the near slot. Out in front. Battle for the puck. Finally control and a slap shot taken by Kulhman. Some of these West players now getting some playing time. West came off of a 6-3 loss to Eau Claire Memorial on, I think, Saturday. So, you know, they had to set themselves straight here this evening. They certainly are.
Well, there was a need to regroup after that Eau Claire game, and of course this would be an opportunity to do that.
Yep.
And they have.
Back retrieving. West now. Little catch by Connor Healy and Max Tackle. You know, when you have a team like West, Steve, and you have a number of seniors. You have 8 seniors. It's very, very difficult to give 8 seniors a lot of playing time.
Well, in this situation,
that's where they're in there, and this is help. This helps them be a part of it.
Absolutely, and if you're a senior and you're a regular on one of the first 3 lines, in a game like this, you should be sitting.
Yeah.
The underclassmen and the seniors who don't get as much ice time then should be getting the ice time and knowing Coach Brandt, that's what he would want his team to do.
Doing right
get
now.
As much ice time for these guys as possible.
And they're doing a nice job. And one of them has a goal, Elmsrud. But yeah, a winning team, a quality program. There will be kids that are seniors that don't see a lot of playing time. You know, maybe not in the first or second unit or line or whatever the sport might be, that stay with the program. And then they get opportunities like this, and they know going in that this probably will happen, and they know what their coaches will do in this situation.
That's a good point. And sometimes we lose sight that this is a school activity. This is a learning activity. And sometimes we as coaches and former coaches lose track of that. And sometimes even moms and dads lose track that this is a school event. And it's a learning experience. And so credit to the Warrior program that has just been one of the premier programs in the state of Wisconsin for years and years and years, and continues to be. And I can remember nothing that was more fun than to hand out the blue jackets to our players during the season.
Yeah.
And they wore them everywhere they went, and it was just a source of pride.
Yeah.
And so credit to this long-standing program of ours, but then again, credit to East Merrill for doing a co-op and keeping things going for those players in those 2 schools.
Well, action just basically continues in the attacking zone. Here's Paul Licky. Paul Licky in a race with Sam Sipple. Puck comes out, and now we have a 2-on-1 on the transition. Cross-swing pass, and it's defended beautifully by McCorkle.
Nice sweep of the stick to take that puck out of there. That's a dangerous move, but he did a good job.
Yeah.
I thought we were going to see our first penalty of the game, and it didn't materialize down here as there was a race by the Blue Jacks for the Warrior goal, but there was no call, and so we still have 6-0 Warriors with 1 minute remaining in the second period.
And the Warriors on the faceoff. I think they've got 95% of the faceoffs here tonight have gone the Warriors' way.
That's one thing I didn't chart tonight.
Yeah.
Were faceoff wins. I didn't chart contacts either. But suffice it to say, the Warriors have won the majority of the draws tonight.
Well, we'll come down to the left of McCorkle. One more. Face-off for West, Ty Bailey. Blue Jacks in that face-off. Blake Raditz, a freshman. An East student. Just to give you the numbers here a little bit as we wind down. First period 5-0, West over East. Second period, a lone goal for the Warriors. After 2, 6-0, West over the Blue Jacks. Third period to follow. With Steve Miller, I'm George Hirsch, set for period 3 of this battle for the Kulhman Cup from Marathon Park. After 2 17-minute periods, the favored Warriors lead 6-0. We have running time for the third period. Another story to this: shots on goal, 55 for West, 4 for East Merrill.
So 49 saves in that period. Saves for Nick Honor, 2 for the Warriors, and for East Merrill's Caleb McCorkle, 18. So that's a 2-period total of 49, and the saves are 49-4. Yeah. Scoring in the second period for the Warriors, his first career goal, George, the first goal of his career, scored by number 25, Noah Amsrud, with the assist to number 6, Cade Lemmer, and number 26, Sam Sipsel. So congratulations to Noah Amsrud getting his first goal, and that's always a big moment in one's career.
Well, that was a highlight of period number 2, and that's why the crowd, when he scored, you know.
The crowd went nuts.
Well, yeah,
that was excellent.
Well, we don't have a capacity crowd here. We don't even have a good crowd tonight, but they enjoyed that.
Well, and tonight, of all nights, it's East-West boys-girls doubleheader basketball at the East Fieldhouse. So busy night for East and West athletics tonight, and just so happens to be the Kulhman Cup as well.
Well, you know, we've said it before. East and West high schools have more sports offered than any other schools in the state of Wisconsin. When you throw in the skiing and you throw in all, you know, they've got like 22. Most in the state.
And quality on top of that, with quality
right.
families and coaches.
Yeah. And, you know, West is 1,300 something and East is now 1,100 something, you know. So you take on a SPASH with
thousands.
26.
I don't know what their enrollment is at
well,
this
it's
point.
in the 25, 26, somewhere in there. Yeah, it's, you do the best you can sometimes. And right now, the Blue Jacks, another save for McCorkle. And they're doing the best they can, as they're just outmanned.
Well, we've got line changes coming up for both teams. We're running time in the third period. The rules state that with a 6-goal lead, the clock runs beginning in the second period. So unless there's a score by the Blue Jacks, we will continue to run, have a running clock.
Oh, nice pass inside, but missed the target.
Sam Sipple feathered that one right through the slot. That was a shot that would have had a good opportunity to be tipped in.
Yeah, Lucas Langlois, the freshman, was there but he just didn't connect. Well, they send it around the outside now, and again, the Blue Jacks, East Merrill co-op team, just trying to clear it out. They did okay in the second period. Okay, Eli Moe is in there now.
Eli Moe is in the nets in the third period for the Blue Jacks.
Number 33 is another sophomore. Okay.
I wasn't seeing the familiar number 85, and when he turned around,
it's number 11.
We've got number 33 in the goal. So Eli Moe, sophomore goaltender, he attends East High. He's currently in the goal in the third period for the Blue Jacks.
No, they scored.
So with that's why he turned around and swept the puck out.
Yeah.
So we'll try to hear that one, get you the call on that.
Again, Steve, I couldn't catch it. The PA, I just can't decipher it for some reason. Well, we've got a stoppage in play. The clock is running now. They did stop it for that goal to the faceoff.
Stops for goals and it stops for injuries.
Okay. And
so there would be the 2 stoppages. It's an unassisted goal, and folks, we're sorry that we can't bring you that just because we can't hear. And I even talked to one of the video crew for the Warrior program. She couldn't hear it either. So we apologize. And our microphone from the scores table is not working.
There's a shot on goal and a save. Is that Honor still in there?
Yes.
No, it's not.
No, it's
Corey
not.
Wilk.
It's Cody Wilk is in
Number
the net.
1, yeah.
All right, so we've had 2 goaltender changes.
Okay. All right, that was a shot on goal, Steve. There was a save, a legitimate save. And now off the face-off. Blue Jacks keeping in. Cole Hannes is in there now, number 10 for West. Let's catch the rest of them. Number 21 on the ice, Ben Brumacom. Number 19, Austin Federici. West. Lucas Langlois. Yeah, and here's a breakaway, but the shot goes across the crease, left of the net to the near boards. Now they'll try it again. And whistle blows. Wilk with the save.
Bit of a fast whistle by the official that time. I would imagine that he lost track of the puck.
Yeah.
So we've got a face-off coming up to the right of the goaltender.
Langlois took that shot. He's coming out now and replaced by Connor Healy,
so
another freshman for
just
West.
Under 12 minutes. Clock continues to run. Warriors 7. The Blue Jacks 0.
West right now is their 4th line in there, Steve, I believe.
Yes, they do. And they've been switching around, too.
They might have 1 or 2 from 3, but there's a shot saved by Wilk off his pads. Out in front. Another save for Wilk. Now the Blue Jacks also are coming out with a number of changes. Adam Diedert's out there. And they have a 2-on-1 if they can get it. But back to retrieve for West, Jacob Sabula. He actually is in the first line tonight.
Good hustle by Sabula to
did
foil that 2-on-1 by the Blue Jacks. That was a good opportunity.
Yeah. Here's a shot taken by Dane Hagedorn, the junior wing for West. And they just keep it in the attacking zone. Slap shot, another shot taken left of the net. That one's taken by Connor Healy. And it's back to Healy again. Healy, goalie Wilk flips it aside for the Blue Jacks. They come near side with the puck. Greg Glavinsky, a sophomore for East-West, an East student. So we try to get the Blue Jacks changes too for you. Number 24, Greg Glavinsky. Number 7 for the Blue Jacks, Adam Diedert. Number 12, Phil Pesey. Number 16, Patrick O'Malley, a freshman. O'Malley, the freshman's from Merrill. On the faceoff, they send it down in the attacking zone. Here's a shot.
Good combination by the Blue Jacks with a shot on goal.
Yeah. Not sure it would have gone in. It was high, post high level, but pretty close.
That was one of their best breakouts in the third period.
Well, speaking of breakouts, there's a nice save by Wilk.
With a good backhand shot, too, a little bit high.
Boy, he had his glove up there just in time. Nice job by the Blue Jacks off the glass. And a shot wide again. This time it's Ian Raditz now, junior from East.
The play has become a bit more back and forth at this point of the game.
Yep.
These lines have skated well, and they've skated hard.
Well, New line change now for both units. Max Geiger on the ice for the Blue Jacks. Max Zingler at a wing for West.
And a goal for the Warriors.
Yeah, right through the breadbasket.
Not sure if that was tipped or not. Good strong shot by Zingler. Found its way to the back of the net. So now with 8:27 remaining in the third period, the Warriors 8, the Blue Jacks 0 in the 2018 Kulhman Cup.
Well, the first time these two teams met this year, it was 9-zip West over East Merrill. Right
And
now
that seems like a long time ago, doesn't it?
Yeah,
that first weekend in December.
Yeah,
now it's nearly the end of January, but the Warriors still have that same fire. They have the team speed, and they really have a cohesiveness that we really haven't seen. Tonight is a little mixed up, but that's why they are ranked in the top 10 teams in the state of Wisconsin.
Thomas Uding, freshman, is in there for the Merrill East unit. Tom Uding wears number 2. Also in there is Ivan the Brew. And number 15, Joseph Boutain. And across past the crease goes far side. Picked up by Jake Bailey for West. Now comes near side. Uding gets it. Flips it over to Thorson. Vanya Thorson, number 14 for the Blue Jacks Alta, James Paulicki. So they've got a mix of lines out there for East Merrill. Pass it. Here comes the Blue Jacks right down the middle, Joseph Boutain. You know, the Blue Jacks have Marshfield coming up for a second time. They beat Marshfield and Lakeland. Lakeland early in the year, and Marshfield are their one conference win. It's the Valley Conference now is 6 teams, with the co-op and Rhineland are going to the Great Northern.
We're winding down toward the playoffs.
Yeah.
So end of January, we start to think about the playoffs. This is when teams are peaking and playing some of their best hockey. And for the Blue Jacks' sake, I hope that they can get by Marshfield again. That would be good for the program and good for the team.
Number 28, Peyton Serrano Neal, a freshman from East, on the ice for West for the Blue Jacks as well. So everyone that's suited up for both teams tonight has been on the ice.
Good job, and
including the 2 goalies.
Exactly, and that's the way it should be. There are a number of injured players on both teams, but everybody has seen ice time tonight, and that's what it's all about. The more ice time you get, the better player you become, and that's just common sense.
Well, Blue Jacks keeping it in the attacking zone. They've given up a couple goals here in this third period, but they have had some opportunities themselves.
Colin Marquardt single-handedly controlled the play on that.
Yeah.
All over the ice.
Puck near boards where we can't really see that corner from where we are up above on the spectator side of the ice. Players' benches, scorers table on the far side here at Marathon Park. Back skating Sabula. Sabula up ahead, nice pass to Colin Marquardt. Pass in the middle, slap shot taken. Glove save on the shot taken by Marquardt. Glove save for the goalie, Eli Moe, for East Merrill. Another shot taken, this one by Marquardt. Yeah, we're down to 4 minutes left. And Paul Lickey, who's used that left side, pretty good skating speed, but
we've got an icing, so the puck will come back into the Warrior zone. With this break in action, George, it really is necessary for me to say what I'm going to say next. And that's thanks to Wausau Area Access Media and our boss, David Dickinson, and the crew that we have here tonight. This is great coverage, great equipment, and we need to thank the city of Wausau and the Wausau City Council for keeping this in their budget every year, because this is an amazing resource for our community to bring you high school hockey on the replay on Wausau Area Access Media. And so thank you to the city of Wausau and to our boss, David Dickinson, who's actually working a camera tonight, and the former Wausau West Warrior goaltender, David Dickinson, who stopped a lot of pucks and back in the day wore leather pads stuffed with horsehair. Imagine that. Imagine that. Leather pads stuffed with horsehair, and I'm not making that up. And when they were wet, they weighed about 300 pounds. But David was up to the task. But on a serious note, we thank the city of Wausau for our media access.
Well, we did the Marathon Cup earlier, before the holidays, and that had a couple of good games in it. That 4 games, a couple of those were really good.
Yeah, that was an excellent tournament for that time of the season. The kids played really hard and they played really well.
Off the pads of Mo. Again, West just maintaining pressure. They've been all night long. We're down to 2 minutes left. And the clock is running. No penalties tonight.
It's been an amazing,
not one.
An amazing game that in that way, George. And I'll tell you what, in my hockey career, I don't remember a game like that, and that's since I was 7 years old. So those are a lot of hockey games. And we got a break here by the Blue Jacks. Golden opportunity, a nice one-on-one play there, but a good rush by the Blue Jacks.
Yeah, Ian Raditz on that one. But the defender, persevered, and now they go the other direction. Guess what?
First penalty of the game.
Guess what?
We've got a cross-checking penalty on Ben Brimacombe. So Brimacombe, 2 minutes for cross-checking. So with 1:34 left in the period, the Blue Jacks will go on the power play. And so just when I talked about my life history in hockey, here the Warriors take a penalty. So Brimacombe is off, and because of the time left in the game, he's off for the remainder of the game. So it's 5-on-4, the Blue Jacks on the power play.
Ivan DeBrew, Brandon Root, number 13, Max Geiger in this power play. He's on the face-off. Also out there, James Paul Lickey. Oh, and the puck gets by. And now, a one-on-one on the other end. West backtracking. Power killing unit includes Austin Federici. And they were able to just dump it in now.
Warriors
that's
just
all they got to do, yeah.
That's the objective.
Use up the clock. They're going for another shutout. And Max Geiger trying to get it in front. And now we're back to one-on-one with the defender behind. And off the pads.
Excellent save by Mo. Outstanding
Eli
pad
Mo.
save.
Yeah.
That was the biggest right leg I've seen all night. That was beautiful.
Yeah. You had to maintain balance to do that.
Good thing those aren't horsehair pads.
Greg Glavinsky is number 24 for the Blue Jacks. And we've got a whistle, but the clock keeps running, so we're going to wind it down. You know what? not another penalty.
No, that was
Okay.
that was an icing.
Yeah, okay.
It
So
comes
that's
all
it.
the way back down.
We are at the end of the Kulhman Cup. The battle for the Kulhman Cup final. Warriors 8, Blue Jacks nothing. And 5 goals in the first period for West. Kind of set the tone. They picked up another one in the second and a couple more in the third. So that first period was the difference.
So the ceremonial handshake, and then we'll have the awards presentation where Wausau West will take the Kulhman Cup back to their school. It'll go back in the trophy case until next year. It has not left Wausau West very many times over the 36 years, but congratulations to Coach B.J. Brandt, who on his 37th birthday today walks out with the Kulhman Cup. He didn't want me to say anything, but because he told me he didn't want me to say anything,
You're going to say it.
happy birthday to Coach Brandt and taking home the Kulhman Cup. He had the Kulhman Cup a couple times as a player. He's had the Kulhman Cup a couple times now as the head coach at West. And so congratulations. And I know that when the Warriors set goals at the beginning of the season, goal number 1 is to win as many hockey games as possible, obviously. But with winning the Marathon Cup, winning the Kulhman Cup, winning in the playoffs, and getting to Madison, those were always the 4 benchmarks that we wanted to set for our season. And
well, they
they're
only
on
have
their way.
one left.
Right.
They only have one left.
That's correct. So they're on their way. So
final, West 8, East Merrill nothing. 72 shots on goal for West, 7 for the Lumberjacks. For Steve Muller and our camera people, including Dave, Jared. Until next time, take care.